Yo, Candido. How you doing? What's good, what's good? It's the carnival guy. Yup, that's me. Man, it was raining today. Hope you stay dry and didn't get taken by the Sharknado. Yeah, I was good. I'm glad I wore a long sleeve with a jacket. Yeah, thankfully it wasn't like heavy. It wasn't heavy rain. It was just like a normal drizzle rain. But man, nobody is showing up to. No one is showing up to a pumpkin patch when it rains. And that's just the truth, man. If you're doing a banter stream tomorrow, I got some stuff for you. Yes, actually, I was gonna do a bounty rush stream, which I'm realizing if I do a PC stream, I might as well just do bounty rush on top of it. Might as well. Yeah, that's where I'm at. So, Candido, as I'm working, I'll send the videos now. Oh yeah, send it now. I'll have those in my reactions folder, because I do need to fill it up with some new stuff. Okay, so I've been thinking about ways to grow the channel and bring new people, right? So, first off, Besides playing the games that people have been requesting. Yeah, besides the ones people have been telling me to play. I'm actually thinking, like, what else could we do for like PC wildcard streams? I think it's time I like kinda lock in for Okay, so what I need to do is look into different games to play on PC. Yeah, I need to look into different games. Dang! Okay, hold on. Let me... Okay, reactions... You know what? Just to talk about the... I do want to talk about the current state of Marvel Rivals. People are using the Steam stuff. I'm gonna be real. See, that argument is just stupid because it's like Steam is definitely a big part of most of gaming, but at the same time, we need to stop using that as, oh, this is the reason this game is dying. That should not be the reason. Because if that's the case, you got to go through each and every single one. Each and every single one. Like, you have to go through PC, you have to go through Xbox, you have to go through PlayStation. Everywhere it's on a console, you have to look at. Yep, I got all of that saved. Then you might as well watch that Rio video now. Yeah, I'm just gonna lightly talk about it. About it. But we'll go more in depth like tomorrow. And just so you know, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna have to probably stream in the morning. Yeah, it's probably gonna be like one giant stream. Now, my biggest problem is that everybody does this for all of the games, right? They do this for any game, anime game. They do it for fighting games. Heck, they probably do it for games that don't even require to know about the player base. But when it comes to Marvel Rivals specifically, Marvel Rivals has lost like 65% of its player base, and I'm just gonna tell you, there's a reason. But also, don't just act like the game's dead. And people are now saying, "Oh yeah, Overwatch is in a better state." You say that until you play Overwatch. Yeah, I'm gonna be real. People, and we have to stop thinking PC has the only gamers. Look, it's very unfortunate what's happening with Xbox right now. I understand PC is a thing, but there's still more console players than PC. Yeah. And you know what? That also goes into the thing about console rivals versus PC rivals. I'm going to just tell you this right now. It's easier to play on PC for a lot of people. It's easier to aim on PC. On console, console players will always be at a deficit because with a console you have to try harder, and actually you have to be good at aiming. And I know people are gonna say, oh, just use the auto assist. Man, that auto assist in Rivals is not as good as people are saying it is. Flags basically said Rivals being 130 to 150k players. Rivals will now consistently have that 600k plus at launch. He said it's because it was a new game with a lot of people. Yeah, and I don't know how anybody else feels like this, but I feel like that means the actual Marvel Rivals players and not just people who are sick of playing Overwatch as a hero shooter are going to enjoy Rivals. And that means a large amount of people are going to stop playing the game, not just because of the current state, but a lot of people are playing it because of the nostalgia of it's a Marvel game. Honestly, one of the best Marvel games ever created. And it's free. And Marvel Rivals, you see people are talking bad about it, but they're only talking bad about it after the success. It's literally what's happening with Power World. People did not talk about Power World like that until it became successful. And now look, they're dealing with so many lawsuits from Nintendo, but Nintendo's still losing. Did a video looking at Overwatch Season 19, and the tank buffing is still a thing. Wait, what do you mean by that? Like, isn't there 2 tanks now? Don't tell me they're still in that meta of a Giga tank. The Rivals now has a sustainable community that will constantly better be around. Yes, and I'm just gonna be honest. I think the main thing that Rivals needs is a casual player mode where you could just pick your character and not care, because a lot of people who have that mindset are always in our games. They don't care. They pick whoever they feel like, even if they go 0-6. Wait a minute, hold on, Candido. Let me put on my glasses. Did you just say Malga got gigabuffed? My boy? But also, why? Wait, Malga got gigabuff though? What's up, Dark Shinobi? Oh yeah, and then I will tell y'all about something a Latina girl that I'm working with told me. Here's one more. Okay. No Latinas, bro. Okay, listen. Candido, we are locked and loaded for the banter. But a Latina girl told me because here's something. At work, because we were so bored, everybody went around and just talked about any problem they had. And when I brought up what was going on, she says that, and tell me how y'all feel about this, because but she said, oh, you just see, that's the thing. Everybody thinks that they should stop with Latinas, but in reality, you didn't find the right Latina. And that just means you have to look in different places, because a good Latina is for everybody. And I'm like, oh, I don't know about that. And then the white guys that were there were like, I don't know about that. I mean, my wife's white. We happy. Nah, and it became, bro. Like she was saying, no, not all Latinas are bad. Just some of us. But it's okay, because eventually you'll find the right Latina. And in my head, I'm like, I don't know. I don't believe this. But Dark, I'm taking everybody's word, especially Dark, because he said it's time. I'm first gonna go to Ralph's. All right, and I'm gonna take a screenshot of it just to prove it. But even though I love Latinas, I can't do it. I can't do it anymore. Like maybe the curse has just been every time I date a Latina, something happens, and it's never a good thing. So I'm no longer going for Latinas. Even if one asks me out, I can't. She was trying to hire you for her Taco Bell shop, if you know what I mean. That is crazy. Now, bro, she's younger than me, and also she called me a fossil because I was 26. And she said, if you're above the age of 20, you're a fossil. And I'm like, oh my god, is this how we doing it now? Yeah, apparently it's now a rule. Above the age of 20, you're a fossil. Yeah, you in that L state, dark. Like switch states with me, bruh. Please. Anybody. So I'm cooked then by her logic? Apparently. Nah, but when she said that, it actually caused a very interesting conversation. No, bruh. Dark, please. Just for like a week. Just for like a week, bruh. I just turned 30. Yeah, bruh. It might be chopped, Candido. I might be chopped, bro. But yeah. And I'm saying it to everybody. You can play the Cosmic Invasion demo on Steam. What? Hold on, I'm gonna download that. Wolverine and Quasar are dope. I gotta use Nova. Wait, what characters are available? Yeah, what characters are in the beta, Dark? Mm-hmm. All of them except the Black Panther and Silver Surfer. That's fine. All that tells me is Nova. And I'm there for it. Yeah, I'm gonna download that. Dark, are there any like Steam games that are really good right now? Cause I'm realizing it's time we make the switch to Steam. You could play Schedule 1. Is Schedule 1 fun? I've seen gameplay on it. I think that could be fun. This means more face cam streams for the crash out. Oh, by the way, that crash out is coming. Yeah, I'm or Repo. Oh yeah, I could try Repo. Lethal Company. I do have Lethal. I do have Lethal Company. I could look into Repo. This is funny. Oh, let me see. Yeah. Yo, you know what? That's funny. That's funny because that's not just for GTA. I feel like most video games that come out, if they take too long, the player base will lose so much interest. It's wild. Bro, I I don't understand this mentality, but at the same time I do kind of understand it. It's like weird because most games deal with this. Either when they first come out, either when they first come out or because there's literally zero news. Like that's exactly how we all felt about the Wolverine. But wait, there's more. Alright, let me see. Oh, yeah. Okay, here's the thing about the PS6. So, the thing about the PS6 is they confirmed it's coming out 2027, right? But the 2025 for the PS5 has been horrible because they don't put games on the PS5. Most of the best games we have on the PS5, we had to wait years for it. Call of Duty. I mean, not Call of Duty. God of War. Spider-Man. How are we gonna feel about the kid? About that kids? The PS6 is supposedly gonna be less powerful than Xbox. How are we degrading our next gen consoles? Like, I don't understand. Also, let me drink some water. I don't understand. the PS6 and Candido, I'm gonna be real, bro. Get a PC now. Look, I don't care how long it's gonna take for people. Sorry for the yawn, but I don't care how long it's gonna take for people to get PCs. I'd rather y'all get a PC than next-gen consoles. Like, we're still in the phase of games still releasing on the PS4. Which, by the way, we might need to talk about how the PS4 is overall has better stuff than the PS5. Now, I won't lie, PS5 has better, like, streaming capabilities and just small little quality of life stuff, but overall the PS4 has so much more content. Now, yeah, Dark, we really got to talk about that. Like, they might just have the PS5. They're definitely gonna have the PS5 have so many games during the PS6 era. Yeah, that's the problem, Candido. Because look at, first off, PlayStation just be doing stupid shit. This is the truth. When it comes to PlayStation, they always do some stupid shit, which is like, why in the world are we doing this? But then, when you look at Xbox does not care about their fans, bro. And I truly feel bad for Xbox players. I thought the PS5 was supposed to have Candido. Now here's the thing. It does have an old PlayStation catalog, but they didn't put all the games on there. They put games that people already owned in that catalog. Like, literally, they only put the games that truly sold crazy on either the PlayStation 4 or other consoles. They did not put the games that, nobody really talks about. They just put the games everybody owns already. And then, look, I knew something was going on because the Xbox Game Pass, which is the best thing that happened to Xbox, that's gone. They keep screwing with the bag. And we might need to talk about it, cuz it feels like they don't know what the heck to do for their consoles anymore. Same with Xbox. If you own the game physically, you could still play it, but if you already have it downloaded, exactly, bro. And then when it comes to Nintendo literally not only just stays in their own role, but another thing about Nintendo is that right now they're becoming more of a monopoly. The money that they're making people spend is going higher and higher. Like, bro, they're doing so much for lawsuits more than their actual like games they produce. Rift Apart still the best game that uses the PlayStation 5 potential. Yeah. And you know what? Something else I realized? Shout out to Gears of War, by the way. I just wish it was the right Gears of War game. But looking at Gears of War on PlayStation, I want to get the X, but the pandemic, bro, the pandemic was probably, you know, it's kind of weird. The pandemic was some of the, it was like a good and bad relationship with video games. Because we did get some heat video games during the pandemic. But at the same time, the pandemic stopped so much stuff to be, like, given to us. And Dark, that's another thing I hate about PlayStation. Bro, how many times are they going to remaster The Last of Us? Look, you stop putting The Last of Us into our eyes again. Ragnarok on PS4. Crazy, by the way. God of War Ragnarok should literally be a PlayStation 5 game. And honestly, same with Spider-Man. Bro, the scalpers went crazy for the Switch, bro. Finally getting Wolverine. We could have got Wolverine already if it wasn't for those leakers. Well, hackers. Like, really think about it. If it wasn't for those hackers, we probably would have already had Wolverine. Those people hacked the game, gave us stuff, which is like, I know they haven't shown anything, but doing that is just gonna make it worse. And look at how long we had to wait for an actual reveal trailer. Crazy. Bro, no Uncharted, Infamous, Killzone. Why in the world haven't they remastered Uncharted, Infamous, or Killzone? Those three would go crazy. And speaking of Infamous, we got some news from Sucker Punch. Because, A, we have the potential for them actually going to other IPs that Sucker Punch makes. And they specifically brought up Sly Cooper. Not Infamous, but they brought up Sly. Which, crossing fingers, crossing toes, I'm crossing everything that can be crossed. Please give us another Sly Cooper. Spider-Man, please come to Xbox. I mean, It all depends on Sony. Because I just feel like it's crazy that Xbox is willing to go third party and put their games on different consoles. I feel like right then and there, the fact that we have a Gears of War game on PlayStation, that stopped the console wars. Like, truly, we should not have console wars anymore. Dark. I am so excited for this character. Banyu looks crazy, bro. Plus, robot, 4 arms. He literally just looks so fun to play. Nah, he's the main. He's actually the main, bro. Bro, they're not adding Captain China, bro. They gotta put more Gunnar skins. And honestly, Marvel Rivals is making bank just from their skins alone. Yeah, it's sitting in a corner. And also, Candido, I'm gonna let you know something else. Every console that Sony has made, every PlayStation, every PSP, they have literal gold mines of IPs on them, and they are never used. I look at Xbox, and they at least try to do something. I look at Switch, they do something for the same IPs, but still, they have so many IPs that they still pull from. When you look at Sony, the PS2, for example, has so many unique IPs, but they never get used. The PS3 has so many good IPs, never get used. Even on the PS4, they have so many IPs, but never get used. PS5, they have 0 IPs, and for some reason Sony's like, oh, we need to make more IPs that are new and original. When you already had new and original IPs, you just too blind to go back to the old days. Like, golly. Look, anybody who's played PS2 games, there's a bunch of PS2 games they could literally make another game for. Like PS3, look, I'm an Anarchy Reigns player. Anarchy Reigns was a big game back in the day, and it was so good. Permission to crash out, bro. Because I'm crashing out because I don't understand why. Oh, thank you, Nightbot. Let me drink water. I don't understand why Sony has a gold mine of IPs that are just sitting there. Like, bro, Jak and Daxter? I'll be honest, Ratchet and Clank is cool, don't get me wrong. And Dark, you can agree with me on this. Like, Ratchet and Clank is a good IP. But Jak and Daxter's right there. crazy. It is crazy, Dark. And you know what? There's just so many. There's just so many IPs on the PS2. Honestly, right now, if y'all have time, take a few seconds, look up PS2 games. Just look up random PS2 games. Random PS2 or PS3 games. And just look at how many games were really on the PS2. Like, the PS2 has so much on it. Sengoku Basara. Freaking God Hand. Remember when we first got San Andreas? Or the God of War trilogy? Bro. The Prince of Persia games? Geez, the Yakuza? The old Mortal Kombats? And, yo, I can't even begin to talk about the old Spider-Man games. Like, for real, for real. Xbox, when y'all did that survey to vote for what Xbox could be backwards compatible, well, the fuck, Dragon Ball Budokai 3 didn't get remastered. You know what? Why didn't most of the old Dragon Ball games get remastered? And you know, that just brings up another question. I'll be real, and just know, if you enjoy Sparking Zero, this is not a shot to you. This is a shot to the potential goodness that could have came if they just remastered Budokai Tenkaichi 3. I feel like if they remastered it and just added new content, because Budokai Tenkaichi 3 has the, I want to say, top 5 best quality of life stuff in a Dragon Ball game. Because there's a lot of content to choose from in Budokai Tenkaichi 3. If all they needed to do was add new DLC characters, they can do that. I feel like with Sparking Zero, they cared too much about the graphics and not about, like, the gameplay or anything else. But yeah, when you look at it, the PS2 and PS3 have so many video games on them. Like, for example, Def Jam. Remember the Def Jam fighting game with all the rappers? That was crazy. The Prince of Persia games, Jak and Daxter, all of Sly Cooper, and Dragon Quest. Bro, Dragon Quest went crazy on the PS2. Kingdom Hearts 2, one of the best games on the PS2, and that's facts. God Hand. There was also one called Rogue Galaxy. Rogue Galaxy was a real RPG that Square Enix made, but they decided, hey, let's forget about it. There's freaking Radiata Stories. Shout out Radiata Stories. There's Odin Sphere. The amount of Star Ocean games and Final Fantasy games, God, I could literally go. I miss Killzone. Took PS3 for granted. And you know what's crazy, Dark? The PS3 had online free. We didn't need to spend money for just to play a game. We could just play the game. That was, and you know what? I know a lot of people say the Xbox was better than the PS3, but I just need to reiterate this. The Xbox 360 helped the online gaming community, because that really pushed the narrative. But PlayStation 3, the PlayStation 3 was free online. You did not need to pay just to play a game. And that's why people mess with the PS3 so much. And when you really look at it, the PS3 had a crazy catalog. Like, PS3 had a crazy catalog. I know, Dark, you don't care about Dishonored, but Dishonored was a good game. Killzone, there was Brutal Legend, the BioShock games, freaking Darkstalkers, Dead Space 2, Borderlands 2, freaking Infamous 2, Assassin's Creed with Ezio, shout out Ezio, Far Cry 3, Uncharted 3, Batman, Arkham City, Devil May Cry 4, when we first saw Nero. And let's not even talk about the Metal Gear Solid series on the PS3. They went crazy. The first Watch Dogs prototype. Jeez, what other games? I could literally go down. Sleeping Dogs, Dark. The first Red Dead Redemption. God, I'm getting pissed off. They have so many games on there. You gotta buy the console, buy the game, then buy the subscription to use a feature that comes with the game. Yeah, and you wanna know a game that has that feature? One Piece Pirate Warriors 4. Without PS Plus, you cannot play this game online. This is a 4-player co-op game. And it's a hack and slash. Why do I need online to play that? That's wild. Bro, the SmackDown versus Raw games were so fun. I don't know. I don't know, bro. I miss Mortal Kombat versus DC as well, bro. That was... Literally, they were in their bag. But you can play free games without PS Plus. That shit is backwards. It doesn't make sense. Like, for instance, Marvel Rivals. Marvel Rivals might actually be one of the newest games where they actually care about us, the players. And, you know, say what you want. Say what you want about Guan and his team. But you can tell they care about the IP and they care about the players. Regardless of what we say about them, they truly care. And we need to make sure they are kept safe at all times, because it could be worse. Yeah, it sucked, but my nostalgia trigger been going off every time I see the game. Candido, honestly, I'm with you on that, but it's for a couple different games. Look, I'm an Anarchy Reigns fan, alright? Anarchy Reigns was my introduction into music and, like, fighting games, kinda. Well, I'm capping. Ultra Street Fighter 4 was my introduction into that. But that game is the reason I even got interested in Ultra Street Fighter 4. Man, there were so many good games on the PS3. You know, the PS2 is definitely one of the best consoles, but I think we might need to. Ooh, this is gonna be a crazy topic, but we might need to talk about which console was better, PS3 or Xbox 360. Dark Candido, let me know between you two, which console was better? Personally, you see, the thing is, with Xbox, I won't lie, the entire Halo series is carrying. Cause like, look, first time playing through Halo Reach. Look, remember the Reach, bro. First time playing through Halo Reach, seeing that ending, man, it hit different, bro. That was a whole different type of feeling. Since Sonic Cross came out and Worlds, thank God I bought Sonic Generations when it was available. Facts. Oh yeah, so I also need to say this too. I think the new PlayStation Plus with their they need to upgrade the backwards compatibility. That's for sure. I'm gonna say the PS3 had better games. Well, overall a better console. But the thing is, Xbox 360 was so good because that was the Xbox 360 started online gaming. Like, that was the true start. And I feel like if it wasn't for that, the PS3 wouldn't have even been as good as it was, because that was free online. You didn't even need to pay. So I'm gonna say the PS3, but at the same time, it's literally 50-50. Because I can understand from both perspectives why people put Xbox over PS3 and why people put PS3 over Xbox. I understand both, and honestly, I'll take either or. Personally, I'm saying PlayStation 3 just because of the variety of games. Like, literally, there were so many. And then, on top of so much, the backwards compatibility for the PS3 was even better. It was even better than current gen consoles. Because with the PS3, you could still play PS2 games. If you have the disc, you could still play PS2 games. And it was wonderful. Meanwhile, they're still having problems with that. If I buy a game, I should have all of its features, facts, without needing a third-party subscription. It's stupid that we need that now. It's so stupid that we need that. Because, man, if we own something, we should own it. Like, I'm sick of living in this life where it's like half the stuff you buy, you barely own. Like, gee, if you order a burger and fries, that is your burger and fries. Nobody can take that away from you. And you're telling me that the burger and fries I paid money for is not mine? Hell nah. That thing is going in my stomach and it's mine. Like, we The consumers, the people who have to constantly pay these companies for games that we want to support, we should be able to own a game and there should be no repercussions or anything. Nobody was buying PlayStation Plus on PS3. I mean, yeah. The thing is, you'd only do that for certain games on there. You just buy PlayStation Plus to either play a game or, and this was the reason that PlayStation 3 was such a good thing, people did not want to buy PlayStation Plus. They just bought the games. Like, truly, they just bought the games. Let me read what you put. Yeah, it sucked, but my nostalgia trigger been going off every time I see the game. Like me, since Sonic Crossworlds came out, and Worlds, thank God I bought Sonic Generations when it was available. That's facts. Xbox is what Stone Cold was the breakthrough, the online generation, and PlayStation is The Rock and John Cena carrying the torch and beyond. That's facts. That's facts. It's really kind of crazy when you think about it. Stone Cold being Xbox does make sense too. And think about the amount of time Stone Cold came back, and they just come out with Xbox, Xbox One, Xbox X, Xbox 95. They really just be putting whatever they want after Xbox for these new consoles. But yeah, nobody was buying PlayStation Plus on PS3. That's true. But it's because people did not want to buy PlayStation Plus on PS3. They wanted to buy the games. And that's what they did. And I don't think PlayStation realizes that the PS3 was a money bank, because people spent money on the games and did not care about the PlayStation Plus subscription. They wanted to throw their money, buy a game, and play it. And I hate the fact that they can just discontinue any game that you paid your hard money on. I hate that, bro. Because it's like, dang, after a long, hard day of work, I want to come home and play a game, enjoy it, because I know it's mine. I hate the fact that they could just get rid of any game they want. And then Nintendo's is Hulk Hogan and Ric Flair. Thinking about Ric Flair as a Nintendo fanboy is funny. Stuck in their old ass ways and don't want to listen to anybody else. Yep, that is definitely a great summary of Nintendo currently. Wait, what time is it? Damn, it's 12:36. I didn't know it was this time. How long have I been yapping for? It's only been 70 minutes. Okay. Dang. Even physical games, bro, I hate the fact that they're getting rid of physical games now. Why are we getting rid of physical media? That's the only way we can own a game. And then they can do what they did with Battleborn and just delete the game and you just sell a disc. Why in the world are they okay with selling disc? They should not be able to just sell a disc with nothing on it. It's a waste of time and effort, bro. Why put so much hard work and dedication into a video game? You release the video game and then you just completely evaporate it. It is 3 a.m. over here. I'll bet. What's good, Elijah? How you doing? But okay. I gotta go to sleep, bro. Cause I'm gonna let y'all know that after I turned off that stream in the afternoon or morning, whenever it was today, I had to go straight to work because they called me. Like, even games I didn't buy for years, like the Deadpool game, I like that game. Marvel Ultimate Alliance, ooh, can I crash out about that? Do y'all mind? Because it's kind of fucking stupid that Marvel Ultimate Alliance hasn't come out with a new game. I'm telling you, with the positivity that Marvel has been getting currently, Marvel Rivals going crazy. We have so many Marvel games coming out. Why in the world wouldn't they make a new Marvel Ultimate Alliance? There's so many new characters they could choose from. Literally pick any character that's just released in the MCU. You could pick Moon Knight. You could put Miss Marvel, Captain Marvel. You could put all the Marvels. Heck, you could put the Defenders, because now people are now seeing, oh, Daredevil, he's cool. But, bro, what we need is a big co-op hack and slash game. What would be best? Marvel Ultimate Alliance. It would go crazy. Need a big co-op Marvel game? Literally, Marvel Ultimate Alliance could be that. On DC low levels of longevity, a Marvel game where we could create our own character. Yo, I won't lie. If that happens, we might need to sacrifice somebody for that. Like, high key. But Dark, I 1000% agree with you, though. Why did Ultimate Alliance 3 launch on Switch? Candido, if I knew, I'd punch the person who decided that was a good idea. Ultimate Alliance 3 should have released on good consoles and not the Switch. Why are we putting everything on the Switch? I'm gonna head out. Okay, Elijah, you have a good one, and yeah, I'm gonna get some sleep after I say this. But look, not everything deserves to be on the Switch. The Switch is made for kids, right? At this point, the Switch is for kids. But we don't need games like Marvel Ultimate Alliance to be on the Switch. That's a game that deserves to be on a PlayStation or Xbox. And that's just a fact. We will continue this on your banter tomorrow. Yes. Because now I'm pissed about Marvel Ultimate Alliance, bro. Marvel is barely for kids now. Yeah, and for some reason, oh hey, let's put this game where Doctor Doom is probably the main villain, killing everybody on Switch. No, we can't. You know what? Let me save this, and we're gonna talk about this more tomorrow. So thank you all. Hope you all have a good rest of your day or night, whatever time zone. Damn. Now I'm just pissed. I'm gonna go to sleep pissed about all this. But I'm gonna talk to y'all tomorrow. I'm probably just gonna do like one game. You downloaded Cosmic Invasion? I will be. Right after I turn this off. Honestly, I kind of want to stream it. Can I stream it? Would I get in trouble if I did that? Hopefully I don't, because I'm very excited for that game. I think it should be okay. But I'm gonna talk to y'all tomorrow. If you need me, hit me up in Discord. Yeah, you can stream it. That's all you need to say. Yes, sir. I'm gonna enjoy it. I'm playing Nova. Nova is probably gonna be the main character I'm using, but I won't lie. I would use Silver Surfer. But alright, y'all. Have a good one. Rest well. Tomorrow we crash.